All right, folks, but welcome back. I'll let you mostly do question 7 on your own. The question 7 is just another one of those mapping diagram questions. So they're asking for you to look at each set of map diagrams and ask or answer, is this showing a function, a one-to-one function, or neither? So you'll have to think about exactly what those mean. Refer back to your notes to see what's going on with the definitions of these and how this works out. If you're not too sure, feel free to check the answers and ask some questions on Teams or come in at flex time if this question is giving you some trouble. We're going to move on though to question 8. Question 8 is going to use table of values. So it's sort of our fourth thing. Remember I promised you you'd be looking at sort of these 4 different things: ordered pairs, graphs, map diagrams, and finally we have table of values. Remember that table of values aren't really all that different than ordered pairs in the first place, so it's not really a big jump. So for question 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12, a bunch of questions, you're basically given the ordered pairs in this format, in the tables, and then you're going to have to go and sort of recreate all the other things. You're going to kind of convert between these. So you're going to do ordered pairs, you're going to do the mapping, and you're going to do the graphing as well. You're going to do the same thing on question 9 as well. So maybe you can do question 8 as an example. There's a lot. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ordered pairs here. So that's no joke. That's kind of a long set of things to do, but they're actually pretty easy to do. Let's just go through it. So for my ordered pairs, I'm just basically each column is going to make an ordered pair. So I'm going to make -6 and 4 come from this column. This column is going to make -4 and 2. This column is going to make -2 and 0, and so on. You just kind of go through all the columns, and you can produce the ordered pairs from this. You got 0 and 2. I'm going to go over here and get 2 and -4. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. It's actually 0 and -2. Let me redo that. Right, that's this column here. We got 2 and -4, and we have 4 and -6. So those are all our ordered pairs. We just converted a table of values to a set of ordered pairs. No big deal. For our mapping, I'm just going to steal some space over on this side here. I can't quite fit in here. My pen is not fine-tuned enough. So I'm going to make my map over here. So I'm going to do domain here, and I'll do range over here. And my numbers are -6. I don't think I'm going to have room. It's just, my pen is just so big. -6, -4, -2, 0, 2, and 4. So that's my domain. And then that corresponds to a range over here. So we have over here 4, 2, 0, -2, -4, and -6. So those are all my y values. And that's a function, so they're basically, I guess it's actually a one-to-one function. I think, I don't see any duplicates in either the y or the x. But we can just like combine them together. So -6 and 4, they connect together. -4 and 2 connect together. -2 and 0, 0 and -2, 2 and -4, and 4 and -6. So there's the table of values drawn as a map diagram. So we've redrawn this table of values. Now in 2 different ways. We're going to do the third way, and that's graph the function. So basically you're going to just take each ordered pair, or whatever you want to do. You could go from the table of values, you can go from the map if you want to, and just plot these points. So for example, -6 and 4, so that's x is -6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 1 point right there. That's this point. I would go then do a -4 and 2. So -4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 2, that's this point right here. So graph this one, and so on. On the -2 and 0, that's going to be here. 0 and -2, so x is 0, y is -2, 2 and negative 4, so I go over 2 and down 4, and 4, negative 6, and that's going to be this one here. You should, of course, connect your dots, and yes, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't assume it continues on. Let me just check the answers here and see how they go about that. Oh yeah, I guess we can't connect this line. There's no assumption that we can make here that will be any other values. So actually, get that line out of there. Because this ordered pairs, that's the only ones that are allowed. So it's just the dots here. No arrows, no nothing. There's no line because these are the only values in the whole function. So we can't make the line there. Okay, so that's how you do a question like this. Question 9 is one for you to try all on your own. Question 10 is going to be the same kind of question, but this time they're going to start with a graph. So you got to go and make the set of ordered. I probably would start with either the table or the ordered pairs. I think that's easiest to pull out each of these data points, and then I would go to mapping notation from there. So for example, maybe I'll do the table of values here. So I might start with this one here. I'll probably go across this way, across the x values. So the x value is 0, 1, 2, 3, so negative 3. And its y value is negative 1. And that would be one ordered pair. This next one here is negative 1 for x and positive 1 for y. This one here is 0 for x and positive 2 for y. This one here is 1 for x and negative 2 for y. And this one here is 2 and 2. 2 and 2. So then I could convert these ordered pairs and then draw my map as sort of the final step. So that's how I go about doing a question like 10. And 11 is the same thing, so you can do the same process for 11. Don't forget to check your answers. Make sure that you're getting the right answers. And if there's anything that comes up that you're not sure about, send me a message on Teams or come in Flex Time. Here's question 12 and 13. They start with the map. And so then you got to go and figure out all the things. So we'll do this one as an example. Maybe I'd go straight to the table of values from this. You'll notice that each arrow is going to produce a column on your table of values. So for example, let's take a look at maybe this arrow first. So it's negative 1 and 0 are connected. So domain is our x's. So we got negative 1. And the arrow tells us what it corresponds to on our table of values is 0. Can you see that's a 0? It's a pretty pathetic 0. Let me try a better 0. There we go. That's pretty good. So each one of these arrows is going to be a column. So you can just go down. The next one is 0 and 1. And then 1 and negative 1. And 2 and 2. And that's it. That's all you got. Those are only 4 arrows. I'm not sure why they gave you these ones, but just don't worry about it, I guess. I'm just going to check, make sure there's nothing crazy in the answers there for 12. Yeah, I think that was just a formatting mistake. They left that space in there. You can make each one of these columns into an ordered pair, so that's going to be 4 ordered pairs, and then you can graph them. You can just take the ordered pairs and plot them onto the Cartesian coordinate system. Same thing with question 13. There you go. Question 14, you're going to start with ordered pairs. Hey, no big deal. You just plunk that into your table of values, turn it into a map, and graph it. So you're basically kind of converting back and forth between these different things. Just to be clear about that, the one set of ordered pairs is going to make a column on your table. So negative 4 and 3, for example, would be this one. This one would produce negative 2 and 1. This would produce 0 and 3. And this one produces 2 and 1. And then these ones aren't used. You could draw your map for that. And you can draw your graph for that, just plotting these points. And that's the same thing for question 15 as well. There you go. That's all the things to do for the homework. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you're having a good time doing these questions, having success. Don't forget to check the answers, and never hesitate to come by and see me in Flex Time if you're not sure about things, or if you have questions, you can also send them to me on Teams. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Bye.